Straight ahead on WB17 News at 10, a woman under arrest for a hit and run that killed a Delaware County man. Police say she was drunk and high on crack. Plus, hear from a local priest as he took the stand at his child porn trial today. Then local students standing out tonight, but it's not a distinction the district is proud of. And disgruntled airline passengers stake their revenge. I'm Steve Highsmith. Those stories plus a Hollywood star joining a New Jersey tiger battle next on WB17 News at 10.
We're getting married.
What a joyous occasion, right?
As in, I now pronounce you wife and wife married?
Next Friends.
Tomorrow at 7 on WB17. This is WB17 News at 10.
This is the vehicle police say struck and killed a Delaware County man. Police say the woman behind the wheel, while allegedly high on alcohol and crack, is under arrest tonight. Good evening. I'm Steve Highsmith. 35-year-old Kimberly Swick is facing a number of charges in connection with a hit-and-run accident that killed an Upper Darby man. And the victim's family is speaking out tonight. Our Byron Scott is live in Upper Darby. Byron, what did Stuart Green's family have to say?
Well, they're calling it a tragedy for two families, the victim's family as well as the suspect's family. Stuart Green was a former high school teacher at Chester High School, but he's about to start grad school seeking a master's degree in special education.
He would do anything for anybody.
60-year-old Julia Penrose was at home in Hollywood, Florida yesterday afternoon when she got a phone call saying her brother, 52-year-old Stuart Green, was killed.
As soon as I hung up, I just started screaming and screaming and screaming, oh no, oh no, oh no. Because, I mean, it's just such a shock.
Green was the victim of a hit-and-run accident. He was struck yesterday while standing next to his parked car in the northbound lane of Route 1 in Upper Darby. He had just dropped off his 89-year-old mother at the podiatrist.
So she went to look for him because she expected him to be right back in. And she got the shock of her life when she went out, and there he was in the street bleeding.
This is the van police say that struck and killed Green. It was located at around 10 o'clock last night. Today, police arrested the alleged driver of the van, 35-year-old Kimberly Swick of Emerson Avenue in Upper Darby. Police say Swick was high on crack and alcohol at the time of the accident.
I was shocked, and when they mentioned crack cocaine, I was shocked too, because she always talked bad about crack cocaine.
Swick was charged with involuntary manslaughter, homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence, and related charges. She faces possible jail time. Penrose, meanwhile, has been condemned to a future without her only brother.
But I do not hate her. Our family is Christian, and we have to forgive her.
Now, Swick has been arraigned. He's right now in Delaware County Court. Bail has been set at $100,000 cash, and her preliminary hearing is set for next Tuesday. Live in Upper Darby, I'm Byron Scott. Steve.
Thank you, Byron. A Cheltenham priest accused of sending and receiving kiddie porn via email on his church computer took the stand in his own defense today and told the jury he doesn't even know how to use the internet. Margie Smith reports.
Well, I'm tired, and this needs to be resolved. It really does.
The Reverend Robert Orr got on the witness stand today and said he wanted access to the internet so he could visit sites on the Episcopal Church and the Bible. Even under cross-examination, the former rector of All Hallows Church in Wyncote told the jury and a disbelieving prosecutor he has no idea how pictures of young boys having sex got onto his computer. In fact, he testified he's not even sure what a website is or how the internet works. The defense claims the kiddie porn was planted by a parishioner with a grudge, or today refused to answer certain questions about his accuser because his attorney says the accuser now says the conversations with his pastor were confidential.
He's pointed the finger and then claimed a privilege, and I can't cross-examine him. So I think that he becomes not only untouchable, he becomes unreachable, and I think that's horrendous.
Also today, a computer expert testified that anyone could have fabricated the email documents prosecutors presented as evidence.
I don't believe that the proper electronic evidence was preserved. And since the evidence has been destroyed, I don't believe there's a case here.
The prosecutor admitted investigators failed to seal the pastor's original hard drive and added that they'd know better next time. Was the Reverend Orr trading in child pornography, or was he framed? The jury will have to answer that question tomorrow. Deliberations begin after closing arguments in the morning. In Norristown, Margie Smith, WB17 News at 10.
Elsewhere tonight, authorities are looking into what caused the fire that took the lives of Robert and Louise Abbott in their Vineland home. The Abbotts, both 74, couldn't get out when fire broke out in their home on Northwest Boulevard. The fire started just before 1 in the morning. Within minutes, the house was engulfed in flames. Bad marks for a suburban Bucks County school district when it comes to substance abuse among high school students. Seems students are worse than the national average when it comes to drug and alcohol abuse. Joanne Pileggi is standing by live now in the newsroom. Joanne, what do Central Bucks residents and students think about all these numbers?
Steve, the results are startling on one hand, that high school students in the Central Bucks district are more likely to use alcohol and drugs than other average students across the country. But on the other hand, this is an affluent area where those students have the resources, the time, and the accessibility to get and use alcohol and drugs.
But the problems like alcohol and marijuana are the big problems that you see every day and you hear about every day in school in the hallways.
Especially in these hallways where more than 9 out of 10 Central Bucks seniors say they've tried alcohol, and nearly 6 out of 10 say they've tried smoking pot. Those are the newly released results of a national survey of substance abuse among teens, ranking this district higher than all others in the country.
I don't think that there's much that people should be surprised about, especially since we're coming, in these times, and, we're the echo boomers, and most of our parents did something at one point or another.
Students admit their parents are more lenient or permissive, so they experiment with little fear of punishment, despite the fact that underage drinking and drugs are illegal. It's no surprise school administrators are not pleased with the survey results.
The real question for us now is, what, if anything, can we do to make a difference?
The survey also indicated that students had also tried harder drugs like cocaine, heroin, and hallucinogens, as well as inhalants, or huffing, which is suspected as a cause of a crash that killed 5 Delaware County teens in January.
I think that you will have some kids who will hear this message, have looked at what happened there, and alter their behavior.
Administrators say that they hope that the students and their parents pay attention to these survey results. The district has scheduled a town meeting next month to address the issue of students' substance use and possibly substance abuse. Reporting live from our newsroom, I'm Joanne Pileggi. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Joanne. Some Philadelphia public high school students concerned about funding for textbooks made their point today in a rally outside City Hall.
It's not right, it's not funny, all the other kids get money.
The Philadelphia Student Union issued a challenge to City Council to bring together all of the city state representatives. The students want lawmakers to present a united front in Harrisburg to get more money for schools so they get the books they need to learn. In Harrisburg, black state lawmakers are backing a bill that would order an investigation to see if race factors into traffic stops in Pennsylvania. Representative Harold James, a former Philadelphia police officer, wants the state attorney general to conduct a study of routine traffic stops. James says this is not an attack on law enforcement.
This is an attempt for policymakers to take a leadership role and research a potential problem and take action before anything happens similar to those events in New Jersey.
And in New Jersey, the ongoing profiling controversy takes another turn. The Black Ministers Council wants an investigation into allegations that some state troopers are tampering with the video cameras in their patrol cars. The ministers say there are reports of cameras not having tapes or being damaged. It's one of our area's busiest roadways, but it's also one of the least attractive. But tonight, there's word that in less than a year and a half, you won't recognize Admiral Wilson Boulevard. Now, you're looking at a live picture tonight of the boulevard. Officials, through government muscle and money, want to turn this seedy strip into a gateway between Camden and Philadelphia in time for the Republican National Convention. Our Tony Yates has that story.
It may take a stretch of the imagination to picture cherry trees lining Admiral Wilson Boulevard instead of the seedy motels, prostitutes, strip clubs, gas stations, and liquor stores there now. But that's the plan.
It's going to go a long way to encouraging businesses to come here, encouraging people to want to be here. They come down it now, and it's not particularly attractive. It's not something you want to spend a lot of time in.
The governor and local leaders took a bus tour of the strip today. Plans call for cleaning part of the Cooper River, making a park with bike trails and trees, improving street drainage, relocating businesses, burying utility lines, and eliminating billboards.
The whole project comes with a $45 million price tag and an ambitious plan to have it wrapped up and pretty within 16 months, just in time for GOP convention guests to admire.
Leaders say it's good for the people of Camden.
They need this hope that something is really going to happen, I think, and once they see this, it'll mean a lot to them.
Camden resident Dave Still says the money's not focused in the right place.
It means nothing, you know. These people go into town and out of town. They go from Cherry Hill to Philadelphia, from Philadelphia to Cherry Hill.
Some business owners say the project is a good idea, but right now they have no plans to move. In Camden, Tony Yates, WB17 News at 10.
In other news, the actress who starred in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds is taking an interest in New Jersey's so-called Tiger Lady case tonight. Tippi Hedren, who's devoted her life to finding homes for tigers, lions, and leopards, says the 17 tigers should be removed immediately from Jackson Township. Meanwhile, a judge today gave Joan Byron Marisek another week to complete repairs to the fences around her tiger complex. Byron Marisek has denied that a big cat found wandering nearby in January came from her preserve. Much more still ahead on WB17 News at 10. She says she's an outsider, but tonight this Dole is one step closer to being in the race. Then silencing those movie previews. Here are the changes on the way. Julie?
Steve, more changes on the way. How about some sunshine in the forecast? It's coming, plus another storm arrives by the weekend. Details coming up with my complete forecast. Mike.
Julie, in sports, the Flyers make a major trade as they try to add some scoring punch, and the Sixers try to end that 3-game losing streak. We'll let you know how they did against the Hornets later on.
All right, Mike, flying high there, and why the skies may be getting friendlier. Still ahead on WB17 News at 10.
The doctors heal the patients. Who heals the doctors? If the driver drives the ambulance, what drives him? If the technician can see inside your heart, what's inside hers? It's something that's inside all of us. The need to take care of people. What better motivation is there? Tenet Hospitals of Philadelphia. Life, it's what we do for a living.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
At Blockbuster, we guarantee the hot new releases will be there, like this.
Rent what dreams may come tonight and go home happy. If heaven is a place where you only know joy, could you let go of the love you left behind? Or would you go find her? What dreams may come, rated PG-13, guaranteed to be there at Blockbuster Video.
Go home happy. Blockbuster.
Grandpa? Hey, boo-boo.
The new Volkswagen Jetta, completely redesigned to give you even more of that same old feeling.
This portion of WB17 News at 10 is brought to you by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
The name Dole or Bush has been on every Republican presidential ticket since 1976, and the odds of that continuing went up today when Elizabeth Dole's announcement that she has a formal presidential exploratory committee came down. Dole's announcement that she wants to see how much support she has come in Iowa, where the first presidential contest will be held. The former head of the Red Cross and former transportation secretary says she is an outsider.
Now, what would I, as a woman, offer our country? I'm not a politician, and frankly, I think that's a plus today.
Polls show Dole and Texas Governor George Bush are the front runners for the Republican nomination. Getting bumped, delayed, canceled, and of course losing luggage. War stories like those have led to a passenger's Bill of Rights proposal. At hearings today in Washington, a call for airlines to clearly explain cancellations and delays, even to pay passengers for long delays. It all came to a head during a recent blizzard in Detroit when passengers were stuck on smelly, stale planes for up to 9 hours.
About the 5th hour on the plane, the tanks from the lavatories began to overflow.
Even though they had their own horror stories, flyers at Philadelphia International Airport have mixed feelings on a Bill of Rights.
I like that. I like
that's a good idea?
It's applied to international travelers?
That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, you have to expect some delays.
The White House says it supports the bill, but hopes the airlines will make the improvements on their own. Feel like you need earplugs when you watch those previews at the movies? Hollywood says it wants to change your noisy experiences. Industry officials say volume for the movie previews or trailers must now be at the same level as the feature film. Trailers have been so loud that projectionists have had to turn down the volume, if they remember. And this tonight, one of your children's crayons is getting a new name. For just the 3rd time in its history, the name of one of its crayon colors is changing. The Crayola company in the eastern area here says it will take suggestions for a new name for the Indian red crayon over the next 3 months. The company was getting complaints from teachers who said children thought the color had to do with Native Americans. Will there be the color white in the weekend forecast? Julie has details next. Plus, the most popular over-the-counter contraceptive for women is said to be making a comeback soon. And why kids' hockey uniforms may be getting a little bulkier. Still ahead on WB17 News at 10.
And lastly, I request that my ashes ascend the Eagle Peak hiking trail one last glorious time, so that I may join with eternity in a moment of quiet reflection.
Uncle Carl.
Get a 99 Sportage for $13,795 with a $1,000 cash rebate.
Obsession. Obsession. Obsession.
Obsession for Men. Calvin Klein. Your gift with any $32 Obsession for Men purchase. At Strawbridges.
Want to see the rest? Real TV tonight at 10:30 on WB17.
Here's my idea. Make my boys the Best Buy boys because they've grown up on Best Buy. When he wakes up, do I get computer time? It's amazing what they're learning. They're glued to the computer. They love to watch themselves on TV. They just are fascinated by anything that has a button on it or a dial. Technology is really a part of our daily lives.
Bringing technology home, one family at a time. Best Buy.
Now that's a great idea.
Which radio station plays the most music?
B101.
B101 plays the most music.
With hardly any talk. In the mornings and all day long.
Right. B101 plays the most music in the morning and all day long.
And that's why I listen to it at the office all day.
Starting with the 8 a.m. All Music Hour.
Billy Joel.
Oh, I love Whitney Houston. Celine Dion.
Rod Stewart. Oh. B101 plays the most music.
The most music and they don't talk.
B101. The most music in the morning and all day long.
The longer you listen, the more you will hear.
To your health tonight, word that a popular over-the-counter contraceptive is going to be making a comeback. The Today sponge was pulled off the U.S. market, you may recall, back in 1995 because the manufacturer did not want to upgrade its factory to meet government standards. But now, an Allendale, New Jersey company says it's purchased the rights to the Today sponge and hopes to begin selling it again by the fall. If your child plays hockey, here's some advice from doctors today. Buy better chest and neck protection. Doctors say the padding typically worn by young hockey players does not offer enough protection against rare but catastrophic blows that can trigger heart attacks and stroke. Meteorologist Julie Bologna here now. Julie, sunny day today. Once it warmed up, it was pretty nice.
Yeah, once all that snow moved out of the region, got some sunshine, still a little windy and chilly, but we are going to see some improvement weather-wise beginning tomorrow. Let's take you outside to Deptford, New Jersey. This is what it looked like early this morning, making some roads a little slick, getting a coating there. And tonight, totally different story. We take you to Main Street in Manayunk, where it is dry. A pretty nice scene there with all the lights along the trees, but still chilly. The temperatures today falling a few degrees below normal, 44 and 27. Now we have the mid-30s, moderate humidity, still windy, giving us wind chills in the teens with the pressure rising, and hardly any snow for Philadelphia. Temperatures tonight in the 30s and the 20s, 31 Atlantic City, 31 at the airport. The upper 20s in Wilmington. You factor in those winds, which are northwesterly about 15. We're getting wind chills in the teens, and tonight they will drop down to the single digits, if not below zero in some parts of the viewing area. So it will be a chilly night tonight. Still going to be chilly tomorrow as well. A little windy, but we will have that sunshine to look forward to. Now we are seeing that storm system head out to sea, the one that brought all the heavy snow to parts of Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. It's moving out. For us, we still have some moisture in the form of cloud cover, and those clouds will stay with us through tomorrow with a little bit of sunshine. The enhanced radar showing some snow, sleet, and rain in the central U.S. This is really going to move north of us and just give us a chance for some flurries Thursday night into Friday in northern sections. But this is the storm that we're watching. By tomorrow, it's in the west. By Saturday, it's going to drop down to Texas, head up our way. Sunday night into Monday, it could give us some rain, changing over to snow, and then back over to rain. In the meantime, enjoy all the sunshine. It's back in the forecast as high pressure builds in. Still windy, though. My forecast overnight tonight, partly cloudy and windy, low of 23. By tomorrow, mostly sunny when you wake up, partly sunny by midday, a few more clouds by the drive home. My 5-day shows that we have some smooth sailing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. If you're going to wash the car, do it tomorrow or Friday, because the next storm system arrives here late Sunday into Monday, giving us rain, possibly some snow mixed in. And again, that's the storm to watch. In the meantime, enjoy the nice weather while it's here.
Like that smooth sailing. Flyers, on the other hand, they wish they could get some.
Yeah, and they're making a move tonight. Yeah. Another former player coming back to the Roost. Up next in sports, Steve, Flyers make a big trade. Details are on deck. And the Ivy League hoop champs arrive in Seattle. We will hear from the Penn Quakers in just a few.
And Mike, a local hero honored by the stars of Sesame Street. Stay tuned.
Let's get out over here. Everybody say.
Good evening. Welcome to the Tipton. Good evening.
The 99 Accord is so comfortable and well appointed, it could introduce a whole new way of doing things. Lease a 99 Accord LX at the very special price of $219 a month for 36 months.
Check out the big savings at Acme. Lancaster brand New York strip steak, just $2.99 a pound. Fresh split chicken breast, 99 cents a pound. Pepsi 24-pack, $3.99. And get a 12-pack of Bounty or a 24-pack of Charmin for just $5.99. Then use your SuperCard to get a free cooked smoked ham or a free Lancaster brand frozen turkey. See circular for details.
Shop Acme. There's more in store for you.
Now's the time to break out and save big at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Everything is priced to move, like the big Ford F-150, just $229 a month. That's $229 a month for Ford F-150. Haul it, tow it, F-150's tough enough for any job. And now it's just $229 a month. Break out with Ford F-150. It's built Ford tough. Only from your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
What is everybody laughing at?
Yeah, I got stressed.
Critics and audiences love Analyze This.
I'm no longer your doctor. Just because of this? Because of this little double homicide? Yes!
The New York Times, Rolling Stone, The Today Show, People Magazine, and Newsday call it one funny movie.
All right, maybe I was going to whack it. I was real conflicted about it.
Analyze This.
You got a gift, my friend.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Travel provided by U.S. Airways, offering nonstop service from Philadelphia to Paris, Frankfurt, and other European cities. U.S. Airways to Europe.
Sports time now with Mike Dardis. The Flyers are trying, Mike.
Yeah, get back a popular Flyer who left the team about 4 or 5 years back, Steve. Flyers offense has been struggling. They haven't won a game since back on February 21st. So today, GM Bob Clark shaking things up, bringing back the wrecking ball. They trade with Montreal for 31-year-old winger Mark Recchi. The Flyers give up Dinas Zubris and 2 future draft picks. Recchi was with the Flyers, as I said before, but then sent to Montreal in February of 1995 in that now famous deal that brought John LeClair to Philly. Now to hoops, more wheeling and dealing. Sixers hosting Charlotte. The Hornets roster looks a lot different. Today they trade Glenn Rice, J.R. Reed, and B.J. Armstrong, who was later waived, to the Lakers in exchange for Eldon Campbell, and former Temple guy Eddie Jones is going to Charlotte. None of the new Charlotte players have joined the team, and that lack of depth killed them. How about this? Iverson, the steal to start it, then Theo Ratliff, the jam. Theo, 17 points and 13 boards. Then AI with the floater. Larry Hughes, the rim rocker. Sixers up 3 at the break. Iverson scores 25 to lead the way. Sixers win it, break the 3-game slide, 85-70. They are now 11-8 on the season. We go to college hoop. Temple Owls in Boston tonight. They began their NCAA tourney journey this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Here they are in front of McGonigal Hall on the way to the airport. The Owls take on Kent Friday afternoon in East Region action. One loss in the college career of Rashid Brokenborough is history.
You know, my last year, so I'm going to go out there and do whatever I can do so we can win this game. Win 2 games, matter of fact. So we're looking forward to playing Jersey next week.
It was just over a week ago that the Penn Quakers won the Ivy League crown. Now they get a chance to prove that they belong in the NCAA tournament. Tomorrow, they play their West Region opener against Florida. We now go to Seattle to hear from a few of the Penn players.
They're a perimeter-oriented team who, who likes to press a little bit and force some turnovers and then capitalize on that by shooting some threes.
Our attitude is, we came here to win 2 games this weekend. And that's our attitude. We want to come, make some noise, We want to do well for us, and do well for the league.
NIT tourney underway. Former Georgetown coach John Thompson watching the Hoyas take on Princeton. Backdoor city as usual for the Tigers. Gabe Lewellis with the finish. He scores 15. Then it's Brian Earl making it happen. He had the pick, and Chris Young cashes in. Earl leads the way with 18. Princeton advancing with the 54-47 win. How about baseball? Yankees manager Joe Torre has prostate cancer. He's leaving the team to undergo treatment. Still no word on how advanced the disease is or how long Torre will be away from his team. And exhibition ball, finally, we ended up with the Phillies taking on the Indians. Winter Haven, Florida. Marlon Anderson stroking it today. 2 for 3 with a double and this solo homer. Phillies getting it done 4-0. They have now won 5 of their 6 games so far this spring. Not bad, Steve. Now they got to carry it over, right?
Yes, they do. That's the trick.
You got it.
Thanks, Mike. More to come on WB17 News at 10. Daddy's little hero taking a special trip to Sesame Street. Stay with us.
Also, please welcome.
Pulse is 120 and full.
Blood pressure is 200 over 120. We can't wait. Call ahead.
This is Unit 9. We got a 40-year-old female. Blood is boiling due to lack of response on her bank loan.
Go ahead, Unit 9. Administer a sedative. We are standing by in trauma Unit 4.
Am I going to be okay?
You're going to be fine.
Do you copy? Over.
Fed up with your bank? PNC Bank knows your time is valuable. That's why we guarantee same-day answers on loans.
Much better. Got the gosh, I'm tired of winter blues? Brighten up with good spring home sale. Now's the perfect time to bring a fresh new look to your home. Discover all the latest styles. Add a little color to your life. Or transform an entire room. Need more inspiration? Right now, there's no interest and no payments until March 2000. Good spring home sale is in full bloom. Hurry in for final days.
I am Anna Leon Owens, Your Majesty.
It's one of the most beloved stories ever told.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy.
On March 19th, fall in love all over again with the magic, the mystery, and rediscover the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein, The King and I. Rated G. Starts Friday, March 19th in a theater near you. The
Mendelssohn Club Chorus rehearsing tonight for a landmark performance at the Academy of Music. One of America's oldest choral ensembles will celebrate its 125th anniversary this Sunday with a performance of Verdi's Requiem. The 160-voice choir will be led by music director Alan Harler and accompanied by the Concerto Soloist Orchestra of Philadelphia.
Because of your efforts, today you are a hero.
A special honor tonight for 3-year-old Christy Lee Sabalaskas. The stars of Sesame Street Live's Elmo's Coloring Book presenting Christy with a hero certificate for saving her father's life last month. After he was knocked unconscious, Christy ran to her grandmother's house to get help. Tonight, Christy and her dad got to start the show at the First Union Spectrum. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us. For Julie, Mike, and all of us here at WB17 News at 10, I'm Steve Highsmith. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night at 10.
It's on now, so you better be ready. Toyota's National Spring Sales Event is here with bigger-than-ever deals on Camry, the #1 selling car in America 2 years in a row. Now, just $229 a month leases a new Camry and all that comes with it, or buy with up to $1,100 in extra value package savings. Get the deal you want now at Toyota's National Spring Sales Event. Then get ready to amaze.
And everyday people.
If you thought my last white sale was the most colorful ever, you haven't seen anything yet. We've added new sheet designs, 100% Egyptian cotton towels, new jacquard woven kitchen designs, shears, and lace curtain designs. And everything's color coordinated to mix and match.
Martha Stewart's Everyday Collection, now on sale at Kmart.
You could say we've extended the line.
There are a lot of dingy white clothes out there.
But not for long.
Introducing the new Maytag Atlantis washer. Come see it during Maytag's Brightest Stars celebration. A washer that can keep whites white. Its exclusive turbo rinse system actually rinses away dingy residue. The new Maytag Atlantis washer is now on sale, but only while the stars are bright.
I came, I saw, I whitened.
Avoid the jam. Traffic updates at 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, and 52 after the hour. Every 10 minutes. Only on KYW News Radio, 1060.
Phoebe's gonna have her brother's baby.
Just the oven. It's totally their bun.
Next, friends.
Tonight at 11 on WB17.
Start your VCRs now. This is a special collector's edition of Real TV.